Hello everyone, Commander Bravebelly here. On today's episode, I will be trying the 24-hour combat rations from the Ukrainian military. We have menu number 3, and this is straight from the trenches, the front lines of war currently going on in Ukraine, or military operation. So I'll be opening this up and eating the 3 meals inside. It's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu, and hope you guys brought your appetite because you know I did. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road. So check out the packaging, guys. It's super hefty. I think it's like over 4 pounds. The packaging is super heavy duty. It's a nice green in color. We have like the Ukrainian symbol. I never knew exactly what that symbol means right there, and I've seen it a number of times throughout my life, but I never understood the true meaning. I just know it's Ukrainian. We have Ukrainian writing that I don't understand. All I know is packaged in 2022 and expires in 2024. So we have a little bit over 2 years of shelf life. And one more thing that I noticed, it has some blacked out information here with marker. You can tell with Sharpie. So that's kind of sketchy. I don't know what they would mark out, but it is what it is. When you're a soldier, sometimes you just receive what you receive in hand, and that's it. You don't get to be picky. So here we are with this ration. We're gonna eat. So check this out. You guys perhaps seen this knife before. I've had it on the show. This is a military knife. It's usually worn like that, so you can just pull it out. Oh look, I got food left over on it. And this is a Gerber. Check that out. So I'm gonna make sure I open it. Let's see if this bag peels apart. No, this is, so you do need a knife. All right, so make sure there's nothing in the way. I don't wanna cut anything. There we go, so unbagging, unboxing. This is how it looks. Wow, okay, so we have, looks like we have all the 3 meals individually packed, which is already cool. I haven't seen this yet. Look, completely empty, so we do have everything individual. Breakfast, apparently I was told it's the smallest, then we have a huge one, and then we have a medium-sized one. So I don't know which one's dinner. I would assume dinner is lighter, maybe? We'll find out. And this bag is cool for garbage. It's heavy duty. You could definitely repurpose this and reuse it. So that's a cool observation. And like I said, this is a first that I've seen them packaged like this. So we will open the breakfast first. I'm gonna lay it all out. So I don't know what this says. Maybe my Ukrainian viewers can tell me. Okay, perhaps you could pause this section and check it out. Let's see if I could open this by hand. I probably can because the plastic is not as thick for these. So I'm just gonna open it by knife. Wow, it's sharp, like butter. So here we go. We're gonna lay it all out. I guess this is the main. So this is the main meal. And I don't know what that is. It has like a gooiness to it. We'll see what that's all about. Then we have some kind of crackers here, relatively big. I love when it's camouflage. Puts me in that mood. Okay, it makes me kind of think I'm a soldier. So I like that. So yeah, some kind of crackers. Then we have a clear spoon. I've never seen a clear spoon in an MRE, and it's like scratched up. Okay, so let's see how the clear is scratched up. It looks like it was used before. Obviously, I doubt it. And it came out of a mold similar to the regular spoons that are like white. So, but this is clear. Usually I heard clear is flimsier, it cracks. So I don't know why they use that. Perhaps this is a stronger plastic. And then we have 3 packs of some kind of, so I'm assuming this is coffee because there's pictures of coffee on it. You see? We have the French press, and we have little pictures of coffee cups and a slice of cake. Okay, puts you in that coffee mood. And this is either sugar. See, it shows little cubes. So it could be sugar, if I'm guessing. And this looks like salt. So it's good that they drew pictures, because although I don't read Ukrainian, I have an idea of what it is. So that's nice. It's a nice touch. And then we have, this is probably the creamer, unless it's a wet nap. Let's open it right up. Okay, it's a wet nap. So that's the writing for the wet nap. So even though my hands are clean, we're gonna check it out. Okay, so it's not like the heaviest grade. Look at it. It's not heavy duty or anything, but it gets the job done. It's nice moist towelette. Usually I leave these for after I'm done eating so I can clean my face. But I have one of these, so that should be fine. Little square, opens up, pretty substantial, because you could wipe up your big face, you know? My big old face. So I like the fact that it's big. I like that. You know, you could boom, like almost like a towel size. So that's awesome. So I don't know if I should, I'm surprised I don't have any heating pack in here or nothing. But you know what? I did bring my frying pan, because I've seen soldiers eat these in the front lines, in trenches, on frying pans, over the portable stoves. But we're gonna open up everything. I'm gonna open up everything for you guys, so you guys get a view and sense of everything that we have. And then I'm gonna decide how I'm gonna cook it. If I'm gonna do it on the frying pan, or if maybe some of these come with like the heating packs. Okay guys, so this is the medium one. And it's thick on the bottom, so it looks like this one has substantially more food. Wow, this knife is super sharp. So another plastic spoon. So I'll be putting these on the side. It's the same one. Then seems like we have some kind of drink. Guys, check that out. Well, if it is a drink, I'm gonna put it in a glass right now. Let's see. Might as well. Nope, it's tea. It's tea. So apparently the Ukrainians love their tea. Very, I guess, European, because Americans, we're not crazy about the tea. That's not usually our style of drinking. I can't read any of that, but it looks very presentable. It looks nice. Wonder if it's like an orange flavored tea. Guys, let me know in the comments if this is perhaps an orange flavored tea. So we have another packet of crackers, and it looks like something's open. I have a little bit sticky fingers, but it doesn't seem it doesn't seem like it smells bad or anything. Okay, so we have meal number 2. I do not know what this is, but it's way more liquidy than the first one. This one might have buckwheat. This is the breakfast. So this one, and see, you could see the sugar is a little moist. It got stuck to this because something got open. But yeah, this is more like a, you hear it? It's like more of a straight up stew. So this is kind of stewy. So let's set it. So these napkins are destroyed. Okay, they're completely destroyed and sticky, but that's what would happen. Okay, so we do have a wet wipe that I'm about to use. Oh, this is cool. We got dried bread. I've never seen this in an MRE either. It's literally slices of like a French loaf or something, and it's hardened. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or if it got hardened. Maybe this is porous. It seems sealed. Seems like it's sealed, guys. And then we have some writing there. That's gonna be hard to read on camera. So we'll set this here. And then we have another salt. And okay, we have honey. So the honey opened up, but there's still honey left in here. I'm gonna squeeze it out. I'm gonna eat it on these biscuits because it's meant, it might be for the crackers and the biscuits are for the food. So we're gonna go through that journey together. So the sugar, like I said, this is probably for the tea. Kind of ruined. I still would eat it. If I was a soldier, I just open it up and dump it in regardless, but it is kind of moist. Like I said, nothing seems spoiled. This is relatively fresh. You know, it was packed in 2022. It's still not expired, so that's considered fresh for MRE. So first thing I noticed, not too many beverages. We have a tea and we have a coffee, but we don't have any juices or anything like that. So let's see. Okay, so now we have a darker bread. Looks like maybe like a whole wheat or a pumpernickel, also crunchy. So it looks like it's meant to be that way. And this one doesn't have writing on the plastic, but has a paper inside with writing on it. So that's nice and different. And we have the third set of these crackers. So one with every meal. We have napkins and they are perfectly fine. We have another wet nap that we'll save for later. Guys, I'm so glad I got my camping stuff to heat this up on a frying pan, because I'm surprised that there's no heating element. So this is for you to do it like the soldiers are doing it in the trenches, the way I've seen it firsthand on YouTube. All right, not firsthand in person. So we have another tea. So we have one coffee, 2 teas, setting that aside. This is something like gelatinous. I have no idea what this is. Maybe it's like a jam or something. So I'll be opening that up. And then we have, I think this is a pepper. So we have salt and pepper, and we have 2 mains. Guys, I'm eating everything, so I hope you brought your appetites. I literally didn't eat the entire day, and it's already like 2. So yeah, I have water that I'm gonna drink from my canteen, luckily. It's my little canteen, the Brave Belly canteen. And lucky for me, I got the stove. And thankfully I brought a lighter, because there's no matches in here. So this is definitely very much not like the Russian MRE. Forgive me for comparing, but you can understand why. Obviously there's a big conflict going on, so you could mentally, do a versus. I'm gonna leave the links down below with the Russian MRE, so in your mind you could see that one and see which one you would like better. So the differences I already see is no matches, no heating elements. That's a big one. No drinks, a lot less sugar, which I think is good, because too much sugar is just a waste. Oh yeah, we have fire. We have fire. Let me bring that down a little. I don't want to, oops, turned it off. There we go. All right, so let's get to cooking these foods. So first we will do what I believe was breakfast. It was just one packet. It was the smallest one. So we're gonna open it up. And it smells delicious right away, but I can't describe it. So check out how it looks. This is like a kapusta. This is like a cabbage meal, which I love. Polish people eat this, so I grew up eating something like this. Basically, this is boiled cabbage with carrots and a lot. So I know the way this is eaten is with a lot of pepper. So I don't know if the first meal came with pepper or was it salt. I did say it was salt, so we'll see. And it has little bits of meat in there. So I will be showing you guys a close-up. Now let me try it cold. Let's say for some reason you don't have the heating element. So I'm gonna just squeeze some of this. Wow, that is great. That tastes like something that was made at home in a big old pot. So we're gonna start sizzling that up. Gonna lower. Don't want to turn it off. Guys, I know you hear that sizzle. Luckily I have another frying pan, and I'm gonna lay it all out on plates. We're feasting. We're feasting. I believe this was yes. So this is like a stew. So luckily for me, I have a cute little pot. It's a camping pot. And now let me stir some of this food up. I'm using my United States military spoon. Okay, I don't want this to burn. So you gotta stir it often. Yeah, so we have little bits of salt. I will show you guys a close-up, don't you worry. All right, that's heating. Let's see about this stew. Oh yeah, this is all liquidy. Oh, this is literally soup. That's how it comes. I don't want to pour it out. That's how it comes. So let's see. In the pot. Ooh, chunky soup. Chunky soup. Wow. So already, I'll be honest with you, I'm not trying to be biased in any way, just honest review. And already I kind of get a vibe that this is gonna taste better than the Russian food, because none of these packets, they don't taste like canned food. They taste like homemade or smell like homemade. They don't have like this factory industrial smell. This smells like homemade, which is close to the Belarusian. The Belarusian and the Hungarian meals, to me, they smell and taste the most like real homemade food. And this is giving me that vibe. This kind of soup, it looks like it has beef, potatoes, carrots, okay? And the actual soup almost looks like gravy. Oh, I can't wait for this one. So let's stir this one up a little more, break it up. Don't want it to burn. We're gonna just switch it up and throw that pot on. See, it's get a little more warmer. This one, apparently I'm supposed to eat with the crackers because that's all it came with. Oh, that's getting really warm now. All right, so that one's gonna be next, this stew. Guys, let me know what stew this is in the comments down below, if you could read that. So, definitely this bag is good to put your garbage in, because I don't know if you've been watching any of the war footage. Usually when they storm the trenches, they're usually very dirty and messy. Guys live in them, and you want to avoid disease and you know, minimize rats and stuff. So you kind of you have to try to keep it clean. Okay, now we have two of these. We have two different ones that came in one bag. So I will be opening this one first. I have no idea what that is. Surprise, surprise. Let's see. Oh, this one is definitely very meaty. Wow, this flavor is weird. It's like almost sweet, and that's how it looks like. So throw it in the pan. See how, look at that big old chunk of meat. This looks like, wow, it's hard to describe. It looks like beef. Let me get everything out of there. Make sure we get all the fat, all that flavor out of there. And I gotta say one more thing that I noticed. I like about these packets that they have the flat bottoms, so you could leave them like this. That's a nice touch. This is weird. Never tried anything like this. This looks like beans and beef and carrots, but it has a very slightly sweet flavor. So, guys, I'm taking this off. We're gonna heat this one up now. And I'm gonna plate this. I'm gonna put it on a nice little plate. That way I can use this frying pan next. Ah, you hear that sizzle, huh? So, oh, I know how I could do this. Here's a plate. We will throw it on. Okay. Now we have some of the stuff burnt onto it, but remember, we're in a trench here. We got to make do with what we have. Guys, this is nothing like the Polish kapusta. I don't know what. It almost tastes like there's potato in there. That's weird, but in a good way. Let's put some salt in there. Man, let's see if we have any pepper. This looks like it might be pepper. No, there's a letter S on it. So this is only salt, I think. Yes, only salt. I don't have any peppers. So guys, I take that back. Seems like there's no pepper. Let me open this one. Looks like another salt. Nope. Is this a pepper? This is a pepper, guys. This is all pepper. So I'm putting the whole entire packet of pepper onto this. I think it'll, even though it came with that meal, I feel like I'll enjoy it most. So guys, I'm gonna try this right now. Ooh, let me not let this burn though. Take a look at that. So this is definitely falls into the category of that Slavic style of eating. A lot of wet, moist, stewed, kind of like goulash type of foods. Very similar to Hungarian, very similar to Belarusian, very similar to, even that seems Polish. Stylized like it's Polish, but not exactly the same. So we're gonna try this already, guys. I know you're waiting. First bite going in, it has the pepper in there. This is the close-up. So it looks like, to me, if I was gonna guess, it's like boiled cabbage with carrots. There's too much going on here. This is very complex. Maybe it's not potatoes. Maybe it's chickpeas or something. Maybe you could get a close look. Wow, that's so, and the beef in there. This is phenomenal. From a 1 to a 10, I give it a 9. Delicious. This is something that reminds me like my grandma would cook at home. It could be anybody's grandma. This doesn't taste like a military food ration. We're gonna open up one of these crackers. So take a look at these crackers. This one's broken. So it looks like a whole wheat cracker. It's relatively not too thick. And doesn't smell like much. This smells like cardboard, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's try it by itself. Oh, definitely very dry. This literally tastes like cardboard. The Russian crackers taste better than these crackers. Gotta keep it real. This tastes like cardboard. Well, we have 2 more packs of crackers. I'm gonna open all of them to see if perhaps it's just this one. But I'll be honest with you, when you eat it together with the food, it goes together well. It doesn't taste like it shouldn't be together. For some reason, this cracker kind of gets moist with the food. So far, guys, this is our progress. Oh yeah, this is definitely homemade. There's a lot of fat in here. I'm not sure if it's beef or pork. It's always hard for me to tell, if I'm being honest. Let's give it a little try while we wait for this one. Like I said, it has a sweet aftertaste. My Ukrainian friends, please let me know what that is. I'm not familiar with that flavor at all. This tastes more like something that I have before, except that I think it has chickpeas, because it almost has like a potatoey taste also. But that, I've never had anything similar. Similar in looks, it's just like a goulash, but there's a sweetness to it. I don't know if that's from the carrots or it's added sweetness. This is very good, but like I said, these crackers kind of suck. So we're gonna open up, yep, same old cracker. Let's see if this one is more fresh. Same thing. Not a fan of these crackers. Another thing I noticed was very similar to other Slavic foods. This looks like dinner, dinner, and dinner. This, nothing separates this. This doesn't seem like breakfast at all. And I'm gonna plate this now. So we're gonna move this to the side. I do have another plate, but I feel like it's not necessary to do it separate. So now we have that sweet kind of tasting goulash. Yeah, it almost has, it looks like it has some kind of wheat in it. It looks like a sweet wheat, but then it has carrots and beef in it. Okay, almost like a breakfast cereal type of oatmeal deal. That's the consistency. But then it has, like I said, carrots and meat. So weird, never seen anything like it. Wow, but it's good. And it came with salt, so why not use some salt? Bring out more of that flavor. So it's gonna be a little bit, but like I said, it's not sweet like a dessert, no. Ooh, that's hot. I have a canteen of water, so I guess I have to drink this like a soldier would with water. And this is ice cold, so it's gonna wash everything down. Guys, I have one more packet. I'm just gonna open up, let it heat up. And so this cools off. So let's get this stew going first and foremost. While I plate this. So I'm gonna reuse this. And it's okay, because like I said, soldiers in the trenches, they'll be going through these scenarios where they have some food stuck to the bottom. And that's fine, you can't be picky. So let's see what this one's about. Ooh, this looks like another soup, a thick soup. Okay, we're gonna just do it in here. See how chunky that is? That looks almost like chicken, guys. Chicken, potatoes, carrots, but it's super thickened. Tell me down below in the comments what meal that is. Okay, so this is exciting to me. We have 2 soups and 2 meals. And as you can see, no pâtés or no cheeses, just stews. Let's try it with this bread. Wow, that's hard. And I must say the breads are not good at all. They taste like they were left in your cupboard for 2 years and expired, and it's time to throw them out. They don't taste like they went bad. They just have no flavor and taste almost like cardboard. You hear that? I'm gonna soak these with the soup. Let's open the last pack of the crackers. Oh yeah, so we have 3 of the same exact crackers. The Russians, they give you 2 options. They give you like a whole wheat one and a white one. This is just one style. So that just goes to show you, some MREs have good mains and some have good sides and vice versa. Okay, so it's not all the same kind of situation. It's not that just one is better all across the board. But I'm gonna tell you that this one is up there, I feel like, closer to the Hungarian, closer to the Belarusian. The Belarusian one is delicious. I was surprised. I wasn't in love with the Polish one at all. But I have more Polish ones coming. We'll see how they are. While that soup is heating up, let's see what we have here. And we still have that honey to try. So I can't read this. It was packaged in 2022. Okay, we have a jelly. So let's put the jelly on the cracker. Straight up jelly. So this is probably good for breakfast with coffee or just dessert, whatever have you. It's not a jelly, it's a preserve. Okay, so it's darker, has more flavor, very delicious looking. And it tastes good. It's not too sweet, has a little bit of tartness. It's very good, but these crackers are terrible. These are probably the worst crackers that I've ever had. They just taste way too stale. Literally tastes like cardboard. So it kills everything, but the jam is delicious. Oh wow, that's boiling up pretty warm. And so what I'm gonna do is take it off now. Ooh. Don't you worry guys, I'm gonna pour it in a glass. That way you could see how it all looks. Hopefully I don't burn myself. While I maneuver this. Oh yeah. That's steaming. Looks like I got everything. Mostly everything. Wow. All right, and we have the final meal. It looks like chicken. Look how thick that is though. That's what we'll have with the breads. So let me indulge on some more of this. And I think I'm gonna have the rest without the crackers. Well, let me have some of this honey. Let's see about this honey. Wonder if it's expired. It looks super chunky. It looks like farmer's honey. That's the difference. European honey seems like it's less filtered. See, that's the little bit of honey that I got because this packet was open. I hope it's not bad. It just tastes super sweet, not filtered much, so it has a lot of texture to it. And that's all. So if I was a soldier, I would have to deal with the fact that I didn't get any honey. All right, we're gonna eat this now. So some of this cabbage style. And put a little more, what do we have here? Pepper? No, salt. A little more salt in here and a little salt in there. What else can we put in? That's about everything. I think, yeah, there's no more peppers. We only had one pepper. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I'll tell you which one I like better. It's hard to say. They're both very different, but very delicious. These are definitely European style, like goulashes almost. Even though technically it's probably not a goulash, it's like a mix of carrots and beans, cabbage. Very saucy, very good probably for digestion. Which is important in combat. Okay, there we have two of the mains. Now let's have some soup. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it's pretty hot. It's hard to showcase this without it spilling. But that's the soup. You see? Let's taste. Ooh, I'm gonna grab a little bit of everything in there for the first bite. And it smells smells very, very delicious. It doesn't smell like something that came out of a packet. or a can. It smells like real food. So that's very enticing. Smells like boiled potatoes and onions and carrots and meat. Almost like a pork. Ooh, that's hot. So flavorful. This one is more seasoned than the last two. It has like a sweet pepper taste. It's so hard to describe though. All I know is the texture is very soupy. Has a lot of meat in there. High in fat. Lots of flavor. Let me show you another piece. Another spoonful. And then I'm gonna have it with the bread. I'm gonna let the bread soak in there. Maybe that's the whole point of it, being so hard. And guys, I gotta say, I'm so happy I brought the stove. So first I'll put guys, it's even hard to break with your hands. That's how hard these are. So we're gonna put all these in this one, and we'll put the whole wheat in the next one. Now the next one is already boiling. It's looking lovely. So let's let these soak up a little bit more. So yeah, another takeaway, no dessert really. We had that little bit of jelly and we had that little bit of honey, no chocolates, no drinks. So there's definitely drawbacks. Even the food is phenomenal. The food is top shelf for an MRE, it really is. I know every other Slavic country would like this food. The Russians would like this food. The Belarusians would like this food. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I very highly think they would. However, the fact that it has nothing sweet, it definitely takes away. It'd be nice to have a little treat at the end. No gum. Guys, this is with the bread. Still steaming. Oh yeah. That bread is ideal for this. Okay, it's like a crouton. It's delicious. Very, very flavorful and rich and hearty. And that bread helps so much. So much. Because it gives it that much depth to it with another texture to chew on. Now this one looks already like it's good to go. It's steaming. I don't want it to be too hot, so I'm gonna just let this cool off. We're gonna turn this oven off. I love this little baby oven. It's awesome. It's cheap and awesome. I think the top was like 25 bucks. And the bottom's cheap, probably like $6 to $8. I'm just guessing. I forget what I paid, but this is amazing. Then you just unscrew it. I keep it away because it always gives off a little bit of, yeah, it gives off a little bit of gas when you're unscrewing it. When you store it separately, this part and this part, and it's easy to throw in a backpack. While this is cooling off a little bit, remember we're gonna have it with these crackers now. I'm gonna show you guys more, a little up close bits of this soup. So that's the soup by itself. It's starting to cool off a little bit. Now I have to say, I don't love my food extra hot. I like to taste my food and have it be pleasant in my mouth. I don't like it when it's that, so hot that you can't even taste it. So yeah, this is great with the bread because it softens, totally different experience. Don't even try eating this bread hard and dry. Yeah, and it stays together even if it's wet. It's not like falling apart like mushy. there's something to chew on. There's consistency. So this is a huge bite that I'm gonna show you guys. An entire piece of bread and all that soup stew. Big old bite. This is a man bite right here. The finisher. Now they say this is about 4,000 calories, slightly over. So I'm definitely getting my calories in for 2 days, not just 1 day, because I'm not fighting freezing. I'm in the comfort of my home. So to the guys out there, if you're watching, if you're in the trenches, I highly doubt it, but you never know, they do have cell phones. Or any of my, fellow subscribers who perhaps fought in the war and have experience with this food, I'd definitely appreciate it if you could share some anecdotes about your experiences in eating these type of foods. You don't even have to be in the war, to share your feelings and thoughts about this food. If it brings up any memories, perhaps you were just in boot camp for whatever reason, you're not involved in the current situation. I'd still love to, hear your stories. Check that out. So this is the final. And yeah, no sweets to look forward to. So this is like serious grown man food. Okay, first bite going in. This one is more soupy. So good. This is like almost like a chicken soup, but it's way thicker. Potatoes, carrots. Oh yeah, that looks like chicken to me because it's very white meat. It has a mix of the different types of meats, but it's a lighter in color, so it looks like chicken. Oh yeah, this is very much lighter than the rest. So this is a good probably dinner soup. Oh yeah. Now this bread seems like it breaks up a little faster, slightly. I made a mistake and I haven't tried it dry, but I'm not perfect. So this is how it looks up close with the bread. Now this reminds me definitely of like good food, but like of food what you see on TV, what soldiers ate like in World War II, like very soupy, and everybody has a pot with potatoes and maybe a little bit of meat and bread. Okay, that's very, reminds me of the war, like previous wars. No desserts, no chocolates, like you're saving everything. So, any Ukrainian soldiers out there, tell me how you guys feel about not having any sweets. Is it an issue? Do you miss them? Or is it no big deal? Just curious. For me personally, this is absolutely delicious food, but it would definitely be nice to have a little dessert in your pocket for maybe a couple of hours later if you're on patrol. Even something as simple as some raisins, some apricots. But yeah, I guess menu number 3 doesn't have it. Perhaps the other ones do. I will try the other ones when I could come across them. Ooh, that's hot. And there's a difference. These have onions that are tasty, like boiled onions, so it has that noticeable flavor of the onion. This is definitely like a thickened chicken soup. Seems like this is the one thing that I seem to know 100% what it is. I could be wrong though. Please feel free to correct me. All right, I'm definitely starting to get full, so I'm gonna just take a few more bites. That way I don't bore you guys, since you already know what everything is. So all in all, I would like to say that the Ukrainian food is definitely up there. It's definitely good. It reminds me a lot of the Hungarian and the Belarusian, but in my personal experience, it's not as good as those countries because it has nothing extra, no sweets. No, the only sweet is the honey and the jam, which is to me not enough. Especially with those crackers, it takes away from the experience of the honey. It takes away this experience of the preserve or the jam, because they're terrible. Those are probably the worst crackers I ever tried. The food is great, the crackers suck. How is it compared to Russian? The Russians have more diverse options, but all the Russian food actually smells like it came out of a factory, out of a can. Very industrial smelling. This smells like homemade food. This even tastes better, more heartier, more real than the American food. A lot more. Because same as the Russian, both the Russian and the American military foods taste like they came out of a plastic or a can, which is surprising. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Maybe just because the countries are so big, they have to make so much more, so it's more industrialized. This is maybe like small batch style. I mean, Ukraine is very small. Belarus is very small. Hungary is very small in comparison to America and Russia. So maybe that's the reason. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Okay, guys, one more bite. Thank you for staying this long. As always, my hardcore subscribers that watch to the end, I greatly appreciate you guys to hearing me blab and share my thoughts on these MREs. Please leave more suggestions down below if you like to see me do a different style of review. Please let me know in the comments. And that's all, guys. Signing off. Till next time.